Hello and welcome to another USCutter video. I'm Josh with USCutter, and in today's video we're going to be checking out the Prism Cut's optional embossing and etching tools. The Prism Cut is the latest vinyl cutter from USCutter that can do all sorts of things. It has some of the latest technology available, allowing it to cut extremely fine detailed cuts, better than some of the big name machines with tangential blade emulation. Right out of the box, it comes with a blade and pen tool, and it also supports the etching and embossing tool that you can purchase separately, as I mentioned before. Today we're going to be doing the design and setup and perform the application using both the Vinyl Master software and Prism Cut vinyl cutter from USCutter. Let's go ahead and start with the etching tool first. To use the engraving module located inside Vinyl Master, you will need to have at least the LTR version or higher. The etching module can be found at the top, located in the static toolbar in the plugins box. To use it, you just need to select any object that you have created or vectorized in Vinyl Master, head right up to the plugins bar, and then select the module. We'll go ahead and start with this fancy USCutter logo that I have right here. We want to select the logo and then go up to the plugin menu and select Engraving Module. Inside the Engraving Module, you have all of your optional commands starting in the top right. Top one is your tool path, meaning the path your tool will take. Do you want it to go in the shape of an S? Do you just want straight lines across? Or maybe do the island feature where it starts in the center and then goes outward. You can tell it that in the tool path option. Below that is the travel option. Do you want your lines going left to right or up to down or maybe a little diagonal? You can choose that there. Then below that is the cut perimeter box that will cut out the perimeter of whatever you are cutting. Then you have the cleanup flange, which will actually put another perimeter around there. Then you have some additional tools like where you can adjust the tool diameter and the flanger offset. That way you can get some really small fine lines. You'll just have to adjust those and find a setting that matches your style. Once you've settled on a setting that you're happy with, you want to click accept, and it will create the engraving path as a separate object over the original one. Now, before I send the job to the cutter, I need to do a few things. The first thing I need to do is load the Prism Cut with the etching tool inside of it. I recommend that you load your material into the Prism Cut first and then put the etching tool inside of it to prevent any unnecessary scratching of your substrate. When I did my initial test, I learned this the hard way. When you load the etching tool, I like to stick 2 to 3 sheets of construction paper for the etching tool to sit and rest on to keep a proper distance above my substrate and prevent it from scratching. Make sure you do a test cut to make sure that your speed and pressure are okay. My speed for this demonstration started at 389 with a force of 539, but I later moved the speed up to 611 midway through the job, and I was performing this test on the back of our Duralex sublimation panels. Once I am happy with the test cut, I will be moving the blade holder to its starting position. Back at the computer, I'm going to the Send to be Cut window and look at the General Options section and check the Assign Tools by the color box. Below that, you will now see the Cutting Tool Preset section. Because I didn't have the blue etch design selected when I opened up the Send to be Cut window, I have the blue etch and the original black USCutter logo here. I don't want to include or cut the original logo, so I'm just going to highlight it and then remove the check mark box from inside the Include color box. Next, I want to go to the blue that is the design that we made with the engraving module and make sure that the Etch Score tool is set using the cutting preset. Once we've done this, we can just click the Cut button now, and it will now proceed to the cutting screen once the spooler pops up. Now take this time to enjoy this beautiful etching footage that I prepared for you. So as you can see, it turned out pretty nice. The Prism Cut etched out some incredibly detailed designs here. Look at how close together these lines are. You can get the P20 with the etching tool for under $700, and that's a steal. You could even use the Klarna method when checking out to make it 4 easy payments that are interest-free. Next, let's go ahead and take a look at the embossing tool, starting with how we would set it up. You can do embossing in every version of Vinyl Master. If you would like to see an example done in Vinyl Master Cut, you can check out the video I posted last week on Vinyl Master 4.3 Part 1. So inside Vinyl Master, I'm going to use the line tool to create a line that is 2 inches long and use that to create the base of my box design. Once my base is created, I'm then going to make a 1.5 inch long line so that I can make the basic top to my box. Okay, so on all the lines located on the inside of the box, I want those to be creases made with the embossing tool. This way I can fold them easy. So to do this, I'm going to select each one of them or all, or as many as I can, and then assign them to be fold contours using this little tool over here on the right side of the slide toolbar. You can do them, like I said, in large groups or individually, but once we're done doing this, we can open up the Send to Cut window from the static toolbar above. Here you will see that we have the black removed from our last example, so we will need to highlight it and check the Include Color box on the black. We also want to move it down lower in the order since it will be the blade that's cutting out our box. We want to crease first and then cut. We also need to assign the proper tools to each color before cutting, and once that's done, we want to make sure that our machine is loaded correctly. I have my cardstock here on a cutting sheet that comes included with the Prism Cut for no additional charge, and I'm going to go ahead and load that in with the creasing tool. And I'm going to have the creasing tool loaded in with the short stubby side down. For this tool, you just really want to have that middle ring barely showing out of the top and then tighten it up. The speed is going to be the same, 611, with the pressure at 539. Again, we're doing the crease first, followed by the blade tool. Easy peasy, and it pops right out, and you can see the crease marks there to guide me along when I'm folding it. So that's going to do it for the meat and potatoes of today's video. Be sure to check out down in the video description down below for links to other helpful videos and links to any of the products shown in this video. If you have any sales related questions, you can contact our sales team at 425-481-3555 or just shoot an email over to sales@USCutter.com. And every single item that we offer at USCutter comes with lifetime customer support for no additional charge. And you can reach our support team at support@USCutter.com or by calling the same number, 425-481-3555. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, and I hope you have yourself a wonderful day.